Salut à tous, c'est X-Time, j'espère que vous allez bien. On continue ici notre aventure sur The Riven, où on allait faire notre compte rendu à l'inspecteur Legrand et son compatriote, le flic roux, qui s'appelle Robert Oliver, il me semble. Allez, on va aller leur parler.
Inspector Legrand,
Anything to report?
I got Professor Lucien into his compartment using a pair of plugs.
Did you notice anything inside the compartment?
The window was open. Some
And the professor?
acted.
And?
He seemed to have found what he was searching.
Good. Good work.
Now, perhaps you could give me some information.
All right. We should... What?
The light's gone out.
Flashlights! Ah! Get off me!
There, sir. An envelope.
My dear Nico, you should take a closer look at the box. R.
What the dickens? It's a...
Away with it! Take cover!
Oh, dear. Oh.
Is everyone all right? Are you hurt? Quick thinking. Well done, Zellner.
I think the tunnel collapsed.
Then he's trapped. Hurry, we have to lock the second exit.
Sir, there's a fire up ahead. The engine's burning. But, sir...
The fire will consume all the oxygen.
He's right, Inspector. A fire in a narrow tunnel is extremely dangerous.
Merde! Go to the front of the train, find the engineer, and tell him to move the train out of the tunnel.
Yes, sir.
Are you ready? You have to uncouple the freight car, you understand? I'll see to the passengers. They should all wait in the tunnel. We'll check each one in turn as they go out.
Let's get to it.
Oula, c'était chaud, la belle explosion. Bon, on va voir derrière comment c'était. Alors... Ouais, le wagon il est en 1000 morceaux.
The tunnel may very well have collapsed. It's difficult to see, but something...
Ok. Est-ce qu'on peut aller là-haut? Apparemment non. Ouah, on voit rien du tout. Hein.
I'm sure I could uncouple the car if I only had enough light to see what I'm doing.
Bon, apparemment il faut revenir ici, mais il voit rien du tout.
I can feel cold metal and a but I can't do more without light.
Ouais, on va retourner sur nos pas. On doit sûrement aller voir là-dedans ce qu'il y a avant. Alors, on va tout inspecter ici. Alors la fenêtre.
My God, what a fire. I hope Constable Oliver can at least reach the engine.
Ok. Là-dedans, est-ce que je peux voir quelque chose? Ouais.
Whiskey, scotch, rum, liqueurs, enough to enter...
Ouais. Tiens, on peut prendre une bouteille.
High-proof rum. Could be useful.
Bon, il va se boire un petit verre. Le Magnum, tiens.
Champagne. Maybe we'll open a bottle if we get out of the tunnel alive. Until...
Ouais, ça nous sert à rien.
Rum from Austria. Believe it or not, it's 80% alcohol.
Ok, là on s'en fout aussi un petit peu. C'est quoi terre? Un bol.
A lot was damaged by the sudden stop. The rest of the candy has vanished.
Ouais, ok, on peut rien faire. Bon, on a ramassé ça. On va aller voir ce qu'il y a par là.
Oh, pardon me. I did not mean to scare you.
Did anyone act suspiciously before the explosion? Did anyone leave their seat, for example?
I was the only one on the train who wasn't seated when the freight car exploded.
You certainly were lucky.
Perhaps I was.
If Inspector Legrand says so, it must be so, right?
I have been to war. And this, I rather doubt that the freight car was packed to the roof.
The investigations are ongoing, but first we have to get the burning train out of the...
Of course.
What exactly are you doing here?
Legrand asked me to check whether there are any passengers left on the train.
Really? No one is here, except for me and you.
Excellent. Then I will continue.
How are the passengers?
They are in a state of shock. The blackout and the sudden stop were... Everyone rushed for the exits. I was helping They are waiting outside in the tunnel. One entrance is blocked by a fire, and the other one seems to have collapsed.
Continue to search the train. I'll decouple the buried freight car.
All right.
Doctor, can you give me a few matches?
Oh, certainly.
Thanks. I'll meet you outside.
Do hurry.
Alors, on a des allumettes. Là-bas, une chaise, super.
The chair either fell over thanks to the sudden stop, or wanting to get off the train as quickly as possible after a sudden stop and a massive tremor. That's understandable.
D'accord, attends. Retourne là.
I noticed the extinguisher earlier. Doesn't match the decor. I suppose it'd be useless against the fire out there, and it's too common. At best, I can use...
Qu'est-ce que j'ai pris là? Ok. Alors, il veut se faire une torche, si j'ai bien compris.
Let's go.
D'accord. Donc on a les allumettes. On doit verser le rhum là-dedans, sûrement.
I filled the bowl.
Ouais. Faut d'abord y mettre le feu. Alors, là. Voilà.
Just as I expected, the alcohol burns with an almost invisible flame. It's taking too long. Time is running out.
Ok, il nous faudrait un chiffon, quelque chose, si j'ai bien compris. Ah bah là. Attends, est-ce qu'il n'y a rien d'autre en même temps? On va aller voir d'abord par là. D'accord, on peut pas. Tout ce qu'il y avait à faire ici. Ok. Le chiffon. Là-dessus. Et ça, là-dedans.
I doubt that will work. The curtain fabric doesn't burn easily.
D'accord, il faudrait qu'il y ait de la graisse sur le chiffon. Donc il doit y en avoir en dessous. Là d'où on venait sûrement. Alors, si je prends mon chiffon, là-dessus.
Okay, I'll smear some grease on the curtain.
Voilà. Ok, impec. On peut partir. On a bien notre chiffon sale, ouais. Alors maintenant on va le mettre autour de notre petit bout de chaise. Là, ça là-dedans. Ah voilà.
I'm the god of fire.
Là, on voit mieux. On peut aller voir ce qui se passe sous le train. Là où je peux toujours pas y aller, là dedans non plus. Bon. Alors,
That's
truc
better
là.
now. A lever on a pressure sleeve running along with...
D'accord.
Aha! I can uncouple it with this lever.
Vas-y, bouge ça.
Okay.
D'accord, tu veux détacher la locomotive pour que le train puisse repartir. Voilà.
There we go. Time to get out of here.
On peut se barrer.
Listen, everybody. Listen. Robert, what's the situation?
Yeah, I couldn't find the engineer, so I got in the driver's cab myself and released the brake.
All right. Good job. You too. Listen, please.
Matty! Where's Matt? Where's my son?
Relax, madame. I'm sure.
Help! Matty! No!
Eh ben, je me suis bien fait assommer. Et ce con de gosse qui reste dans le train, sérieux. Alors, bon, plus rien à faire là, sûrement. On doit voir s'il est derrière, peut-être.
Matt, are you there?
Il est pas là. Allez, on descend. Ah. Il est caché là-dessous.
Hey, there you are. What were you thinking? Bah, come out of there.
Is he gone?
Is who gone?
The man!
What are you doing on the train anyway? Why didn't you wait in the tunnel with the other passengers?
I wanted to get my pistol.
Your pistol?
There's so many...
Makes sense. Well, what about this man?
There was a man.
One of the passengers?
I think he came down from the roof.
All right. First, I'll stop the train, and then we'll have a chat, okay? You want to come out? Good.
Bon alors, apparemment il a vu le voleur. Je peux rien faire pour le sortir de là pour l'instant, non?
It could prove to be very useful, but if I don't stop the trains... I suppose this handbag belongs to Miss Miller, Matt's mother.
Alors...
Aha.
Ah, son pistolet. Impec. Allez, tiens mon petit garçon, prends ton pistolet.
Matt hasn't grasped the gravity of the situation yet, which is good. As I...
D'accord, on peut pas lui donner tout de suite. Alors, derrière la porte de la baronne, qu'est-ce qu'il y a?
I can't get in. I presume the baron...
Il n'y a rien, on peut pas rentrer à cause de ses bagages apparemment. Elle est un peu trop vite là, Coco. Et dans celle du professeur. Alors... Là, il n'y a rien. pu être utile là-dedans?
What have you got yourself into? Couldn't you have just let it be? But no. What are you waiting for, eh? Time to
Il se
save the
parle tout
day.
seul lui. Tiens, on va faire un truc là.
The tanks don't seem to be damaged. The water is still running.
Ouais, il y a toujours de l'eau. Hein.
A large, soft towel. Very comfortable.
D'accord.
I'll
Prends
wrap it
ça.
around my neck to keep my hands free.
Voilà, comme ça t'as la classe, t'es content. Je crois qu'il n'y a plus rien à faire ici. Ah, là il y a quoi?
My situation isn't that.
Ouais, d'accord. On s'en fout. Allez, on va aller vers le wagon de tête. Voyons ce qu'il y a par là. Non! Qu'est-ce qu'il me fait cet abruti? Vas-y, tu rentres, tu sors. Allez, descends. Alors là. Tiens. Prendre la hache et arrêter le train, c'est ça. Allez. Ça sera tranquille. Ouais, d'accord.
Damn, that makes things extremely How can I stop?
Ouais, ça aurait été trop facile. Alors la hache.
An axe is for emergencies. If this isn't an emergency, I'd...
On va couper la tête du conducteur. Alors là, la
I can
fenêtre.
hardly see out of the window because of the smoke. I don't know how much coal is burning on the tender up.
Non, ça n'a pas l'air d'être important. Mon livre.
My book. It must have fallen off the table during the explosion. I'll take it with me.
Là, t'as récupéré ton livre, t'es content. On va descendre là. Alors la porte.
If the emergency brake doesn't work, I'll have to try something else. Here goes. Ouch! Hot!
D'accord, donc on prend le drap. Là.
Locked.
Ouais. Bah, prends ta hache, ouais.
The handle is already too hot to touch.
Allez.
Okay? You'll do it the hard way.
Allez, bim! En deux! Oh, c'est pas marrant là. Alors,
The handle is already too hot to touch. The handle is already... If I go outside with a towel
Ouais.
around my head, it'll catch fire due to all the sparks flying around. I don't want to risk what little hair I have left.
qu'est-ce que tu veux que je fasse?
If I go outside with a towel around, I don't want to risk what little hair I have left.
Bon. Là, avec l'âge. Reprends-la. C'est quelque chose?
The handle is already too hot to touch.
C'est trop chaud. Bon. On va chercher de l'eau. C'est ça? Il faut tourner là-dedans. Alors, si je prends ça... Allez. Ouais, il fallait le robinet. Alors, si je prends ça, je vais le mouiller. Ok.
Soaking up the cold water.
Voilà. Ça ira mieux. Tu te brûleras moins, mec. Alors, bon, on retourne à la porte en bas. Non, 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 non. Oh là là. Allez, je rentre, je sors. Je m'amuse. Voilà. Allez, on y va. Cette fois-ci, pour de bon. Enfin, j'espère. Alors, on va prendre notre serviette mouillée. Là, vas-y. Oula.
Ah, the coupling. looks just like the one on the freight car. That means at first I have to turn that thing there. That keeps it under tension.
Allez.
It's not working. Even if I could reach the lever with my hands, I wouldn't have the strength to move.
Petit. Et ben... Là. Prends ta hache. Allez, Coco. Voilà. Allez. Enlève le wagon en feu.
That should do the trick.
Allez.
That's not just smoke. I can actually taste lumps of ash. It's time for my deputy sheriff's story. I uncoupled the locomotive at full speed. Not bad, eh?
Do you think we'll get in trouble?
Because of the locomotive? I don't think so. Come out so we can have a chat. I checked the entire train. There's no one on it except for us. What an adventure.
Oh, yeah.
Tell me, what did you see on the train?
Well, it was like this. I wanted to get my pistol.
Ok, il nous raconte l'histoire de ce qu'il a vu. Il a vu le voleur. The Wyvern.
Achoo!
And then?
When the guy was gone, I got up and banged on the window. I wanted to get out of there. But then I thought, what if the guy can hear me from the next car? So I got scared, and I hid again.
You did well. Are you sure it was a man?
Yeah, very sure.
A woman?
No. Girls can't be thieves.
Did you recognize the man? Have you met him before?
I don't think so.
Would you recognize him if you saw him again?
No.
Was he a tall man or a short man?
Just a man. I think he was a bad man.
Why do you think that?
He was sneaking around, even though everybody else was outside in the tunnel.
Maybe he just wanted to get his wooden pistol.
Oh, man.
The envelope that the man lost, where is it?
I thought it might be important.
I think we should have a look. Some cash. An Italian passport. Blank. Very interesting. And here, a ticket for
the cruise!
what?
The tickets we have for the big ship from Venice to Cairo look exactly the same.
Interesting. May I keep it?
What do you want to do with it?
Take a vacation.
Ok, bon apparemment, The Wyvern c'est un mec, hein.
And my chance to go with you.
The ticket and everything else in the envelope are part of my investigation. And you have no part to play in Cairo.
If I hadn't given you the envelope, you'd have no proof that the Raven's heir would be on the ship.
Ugh, the ship is his next chance, and he won't give up until he has.
And that's precisely why you should let me come along.
No.
What else did you find out in the tunnel?
Not much. After we came out of the tunnel, Robert and I questioned the passengers.
Which didn't turn up anything new.
No, the engineer and the fireman were missing. They were found a few kilometers back. Both claimed to have been overwhelmed by a shadow and thrown off the train.
But you don't believe that.
I'm checking their stories. One of them may have been paid to...
How could the Raven's heir have found out about the trap? How was he able to put the dynamite in?
The dynamite was probably already in the box when I put it in the safe. I didn't.
You had no reason to do so.
It wasn't my only mistake. I knew someone was on the roof of the freight car, but I let myself be distracted.
How did you know?
Too late. I should have reacted instantly.
And what about the ship? I have earned the right to join you.
What you did was extraordinary. Far more than anyone could.
And you still want to leave me behind?
You met our foe and barely escaped with your life. You may not be that lucky next time.
It wasn't luck.
You can return to Switzerland with your head held high.
I have not achieved anything yet. The fiend...
We're here.
Inspector Legrand, an urgent telegram from Paris.
Bad news?
It's about the unfortunate events.
But sir, what about the eye?
They want to inform the Egyptian authorities that there might be a burglary attempt.
Might?
Egyptian authorities? What if the jewel is stolen at sea?
I know. I never received it. Keep a close watch on the loading of the eye, Robert.
Aye, sir. It was a pleasure meeting you, Constable Zelny.
What is the constable's problem?
I think he's jealous.
With the distinction that he may go to Egypt.
Robert is to accompany me at all times.
At this moment, I want to be sent back to Switzerland just as much as you want to be sent back to Paris.
I know, but I'm walking on thin ice.
And the second eye is in that safe?
Yes, an emerald. It's been kept in a bank in Zurich since the start of the war. I personally took it out of the bank vault and...
And while a fake jewel was sent by train...
The real one was brought here.
How is it protected?
You can only open the safe if you have 3. Professor Lucien has 1, and Baroness von Trebitz, who's paying for all this, has the 2nd.
So, not even you could possibly open the safe before it arrives in Egypt.
That's correct.
Commendable. I hope you're aware of the fact that you're risking your career.
Indeed I am.
Why do you care so much about this? Someone pretends to be the Raven, and you promptly...
What if he's not just pretending?
What do you mean by that?
It's his handwriting. And there's only one person who... Have you ever considered the possibility?
But... What do you mean by...
Let us assume, just for a moment, who would have cared enough to uncover the truth? The chief of police, the politicians? And it was the best. He had no reason to fear me anymore. I had so many medals.
And now, he's back? And you're the only one who can... Does that sound probable?
The feathers, the letters. Nico. No one outside the police.
Policemen gossip. And there are plenty of forgers.
My reputation rests on something that I have to find out.
Let's review. One of the 2 most valuable jewels, obviously. The second one, and you suspect a legendary burglar who's been dead for 5.
Go on.
The second jewel is about to be put on board over there. Our thief may already have the first key, the archaeologist's key, from the train. We don't know anything about the status of the second key, which was meant to be air freighted to Cairo.
We have to assume that he already has it.
Therefore, there's just 1 key.
Correct.
So, you'll need my eyes on board.
Look, but when this ship sets sail, you will not.
But, Inspector...
I won't let you get mixed up.
It's still my decision.
No, it's not. It's mine. and I've already made it. Good day, Constable.
Bon, apparemment il veut pas qu'on aille dans le bateau qui va aller vers le Caire, mais on va voir pour y aller, sûrement s'incruster. Et le petit roux qui est jaloux parce qu'on est devenu un peu le chouchou de l'inspecteur Legrand. Bon, sur ce, on va s'arrêter là pour le moment. Je vous dis à très vite pour la suite de The Return. Allez, à très bientôt, prenez soin de vous, ciao, bye.